Well, good morning, boys and girls. It is Wednesday, April 29th, and I'm going to be singing a song with you today for your phonics lesson. Remember our long vowels, the apples and bananas? Well, that's what I'm going to be doing with you today. So get ready and start singing. I like to eat apples and bananas. 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 Oh, I like to oat apples and bananas. I like to oat apples and bananas. I like to oot apples and bananas. I like to oot apples and bananas. I like to eat apples and bananas. I like to eat apples and bananas. Well, I hope you enjoyed singing that with me today, because Mrs. Sigmund is now going to conduct the next part of your phonics lesson. And here she is. So I see that you got a chance to meet Mr. Bear, and he wanted to sing your vowel song with you today. So I'm going to do a quick review of your vowels that we have been practicing, the long A, and of course O and I. And we're going to be changing the sounds. It's kind of a blend lesson. So let's begin with repeating after me, or listening first. S forms what word? Ice. So when I go like this, you'll say the word. All right, now I want you to put a N in front of ice. And what word do you have? You have nice. Excellent. Now we're going to go on and do some others. Try this. A P makes ape. Add a T. Now you have tape. How about Ike? Ike. Add a H. Now you have hike. Oat. Oat. Add a B. Now you have boat. It. It. Add a Qu. Now you have quit. That's a short vowel. The next one is also a short vowel. Up. Up. Add a K. Now you have cup. And the last one is eel. Eel. Add a F. Now you have feel. So you will have your word document sent to you. So if you didn't have that in front of you, you could go ahead and go back and do this again with the Word document in front of you, or you can just go over and review the Word document separate. It's whatever you want to do. All right? So I hope you had fun with our bear friend, singing with you, and going through a little bit of blends. So now we're going to move on and do our second PowerPoint. You did one on Monday for the long I blank E. So get your singing voices ready, because we're going to be doing some more singing. And here it is, I blank E.
I.
Silent E, makes no sound, makes no sound. The vowel says its name, the vowel says its name. Cone and cake, kite and gate. E tells I to say your name. E tells I to say your name. Now let's read. Our long I pattern is I, blank, and E. I. I blank E, I blank E. I says its name. I. Long I is in kite, long I is in hive. I. Can you think of any words that have the I blank E? Think about those for just a moment. You can say them out loud or say them to someone. Or you can even write them down on a piece of paper or a whiteboard. So now, speaking of whiteboard, if you haven't gotten your whiteboard and your marker or a piece of paper and pencil, go ahead and get that now. Just pause the tape and then come back and join me. So we have our I, and then a blank, and then E. You can write that on your whiteboard, and then you don't have to keep writing it. You can just fill in the blanks or write all of it down. So now we're going to begin with our next part. We're going to read first, then we will trace, then we will write, just like we've been doing. Please put your finger on the black dot and say I, s, mice. Now trace it. I'll do this first one slowly. Just trace it with your finger, just like that. And then you're going to write it down here on your whiteboard or a separate piece of paper. Remember, I will go through this a little faster, but you can pause the tape whenever you need to. Ready? All, I, line, like a line. Trace it, and then write it. Next, p-i-l, pile, like a pile of leaves. Trace it first on the screen, and then write it on the whiteboard or paper and pencil. D-I, dime. And there is our dime, our coin. Trace it, then write it. Next, hive, hive, like a beehive. Trace it, then write it. Fire. Looks like that, a fire. Trace, write. Next, vine. A vine looks like that, just like the vines that we talked about in October when we talked a lot about pumpkins, the vines on the pumpkins. So trace the word vine and then write it. Next, tire, tire. Trace and write. Next, now find the pictures with the I blank E. So now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use my pen here. I think I can circle. It says find the pictures with I blank E. So think back to what we just did. We have mice. Is that I blank E? Yes, it is. So I'm going to circle that one. How about this one? This is a box. No. This is a bee. No. Or a bug. This is a horse. Nope. How about hive? Hive, yes, that was one that we practiced reading and writing, tracing and writing. And how about tire? Tire, yes. Ooh, I hit something, so I couldn't get it circled. There we go. Perfect. Now we're going on to this part. So you should be recognizing, seeing these pictures. They're the same ones we had before, recognizing them from before. And you are going to practice now writing down the words by yourself. So it's like a dictation. So I'm going to do the first one with you. We have, this is a hive, huh. So you're going to write huh, and you don't need to draw the boxes. We know what I looks like. And now the, that's a V. And what do we need at the end? If you guessed a silent E helper, that is correct. So you can go ahead and write this down again on your whiteboard. You want to erase everything before and start at the top. And then write all of the words down on the whiteboard or on a piece of paper so that you have them all in front of you so you can go back and double check afterward. So I'm going to now just go through and say what the pictures are, and then you can practice writing them down. Again, if I go too fast, you can always pause the tape. This is a vine. V-I-N. Don't forget the silent E helper. Vine. Again, just like when we do dictation. This is fire. F-I-R. Silent E helper. Fire. Mice. Now that's a tricky one because the S is not an S. M-I-S. Mice. Then we have dime. D-I-M. Dime. Pile. P-I-L. Pile. Tire. T-I-R. Tire. Line. L-I-N. Line. And that is the end of our tape. Now remember that after you've written all of those words down that were supposed to be in the order with the boxes, go back now, go through that part of the tape so that you can check your spelling and see if you spelled them correctly. I'm sure many of you did. And before you go back and do that, make sure that all of those words have a silent E helper at the end. That's what makes our long vowel I, and it makes it special. So I hope you enjoyed our phonics lesson for Wednesday, April 29th. And we'll see you next time. Oh, and I almost forgot. Say goodbye. Goodbye.